Welcome to What's for Dinner, where we cook quick, efficient meals every single day, and we have something, well, two things very special
exciting,
today.
Don't we?
Yes, we do.
And
I'm Ken Kostick.
And I am Mary Jo Eustace Kostick Jr. And
Parton.
It's true. Parton, obviously. The comparison is obvious. And we're going to be making an absolutely delicious dinner tonight, aren't we, sir?
We are. And what are you going to be doing with your grapefruits?
I've got two of them. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing a delicious tuna steak marinated in grapefruit, and I'm going to be doing a sweet red pepper relish. I think you'll really like it.
Don't be coy with me.
I'm being coy. What the heck? I'm doing fish. I feel wacky. So if you want to pick up that pen, I'll give you the ingredients to this delicious dish. You need 1 cup of freshly squeezed grapefruit juice with pulp, 2 tablespoons of grapefruit rind. From a grapefruit would be good. 1 tablespoon of freshly chopped mint, 2 cloves of garlic, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 sweet red pepper, 1/4 cup of vegetable stock, 1 teaspoon of honey, and I don't mean Ken, 1 medium grapefruit, and 2 medium-sized tuna steaks.
Wow, that's a lot. Can we talk grapefruits?
What do you want to talk about?
You have a tip for us, don't you?
I do have a tip. I think a really good thing to look for in grapefruits, whether you're buying 1 or 2, is a grapefruit with a really thin skin. And if it's springy and juicy, you're talking fruit, you're talking juice, you're talking pulp.
Perfect.
Don't you think?
Guess what I'm doing?
I have no idea.
Soup.
Oh, what are you going to do?
Soup.
What kind of soup are you going to do?
I'm going to do a miso and lemongrass broth.
Oh, Kenny, that sounds
Yes.
absolutely delicious.
It's wonderful.
Anything else?
And you know what? I'm going to check my cupboards. Yes.
Alrighty. Now, you know when you're dealing with fruits, Ken,
Yes.
If you're dealing with grapefruit, a red grapefruit, the redder the grapefruit, the sweeter the fruit. Oh,
I knew that.
I like that. I hear a song in there.
Don't be howling it out.
I got something that I'm working on for you.
Okay.
I'm getting started on my
Now,
marinade.
let me explain something as far as my lemongrass here. I'm doing it in little chunks so that if you wanted to, you could actually pull it out, because the lemongrass adds a very pungent flavor to the soup.
Can I make another?
And believe it or not, it really does have a lemon and grassy flavor.
May I make a suggestion?
Well, I'll think about it.
Okay, well, you let me know when I can speak.
Okay, go.
Okay.
Let it
when
fly.
you're cooking with lemongrass, be really careful that you do cook it for a long time or pre-microwave it.
Oh,
'cause
it's
it
chunky.
Really, why did you look at me when you said that? Was there a reason?
Chunky.
But really cook it because it can be hard and chewy, and you really want to cook it till it's soft.
Yes.
Don't you think?
I chipped a tooth last week on toast.
Are you serious?
I told everybody I did it chopping wood because it was so macho.
I know. Well, you see, when you get older, like over 60, the teeth go. Like you can be eating, I don't know, pablum, and
But
there
look.
they go. It looks very
Perfect,
good. I have
huh?
a little chip. Did you notice?
Yes.
I think it looks cute,
Yeah.
though. I don't know. I
You
could
getting
be
that
wrong.
fixed?
No.
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 Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is, in the soup pan, saute my lemongrass in butter.
Oh, that sounds
Yes.
like an excellent idea. Now, what I've done here with my marinade is I've got the grapefruit juice and the grapefruit rind and the fresh mint, and I'm going to add salt and pepper and
I
garlic.
have a replacement
And if you didn't
tip.
have mint, you could use parsley. But you know what, Kenny? It was my substitution. Like, truthfully, wasn't it? Honey,
It
look
was.
at me.
It
Okay,
was.
good.
Yeah.
Excellent.
But you always steal mine.
I know. I don't know why I did.
Okay, now we're going to talk burner action
So if you don't have the mint, you can replace the mint with, let's share it.
with parsley.
Very nice.
Look at that.
What? You've got a pot. What do you want me to do?
Okay.
Very nice.
Can I have this burner? Because
Yeah.
you're in charge of
Yeah,
burner
yeah,
action.
go ahead.
Okay. So, in goes the butter. I'm going to
Excellent.
add the butter. And I'm
Good.
going to finely chop up the ginger. But if you wanted to, you could actually put the ginger in a garlic press.
Oh, that's an excellent idea, and we do have
know,
a handy-dandy garlic press.
I'm not
if you-
going to do it today.
No, I don't think you should.
No. So I've added in here about a tablespoon of butter. If
Okay.
you wanted to, you could use oil. And if you wanted to make this a little bit lower in fat and lower in saturated fats,
Behind.
use some canola oil.
Oh, that sounds really good. So I just put in my garlic, and I'm going to march over to the fridge and get my tuna steaks, and we'll marinate those for about 10 or 15 minutes before
Right.
we grill them. And we'll get it on our sweet red pepper relish. And you know what else I'm going to do?
What are you going to
It's
do?
a garnish thing. I'm going to grill some grapefruit.
Perfect.
That'll be
That's-
good, don't
yes,
you think?
yes.
I just heard a little
This-
noise from you.
Excuse me.
I don't know what that was.
It was my knife moving. Okay.
Sure it was.
That was my knife.
Okay.
moving. Like this. Well, listen.
Oh,
see?
sure.
There.
Look at my tuna. Look at my fish. Doesn't that look
Beautiful,
great?
beautiful fish.
Thank you.
Now, I think what we have to do today is we have 2 new people on set today. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know.
Our goldfish.
Oh, right. And what are their names again?
Jill and Gil.
Jill and Gil.
Now, Jill is spelled G-I-L-L
Yeah.
and Gil G-I-L.
Oh, Kenny.
Isn't that creative?
Oh, you put thought into
You
this.
know what? I was up all night thinking
I
about
know.
that.
What happened to Gil and Jill?
Well, Gil and Dill, they're gone
They're
now.
gone to fish
Yeah.
heaven?
Yes,
It happens, honey.
it does.
It happens.
Now,
Okay.
talking about pets.
Yes?
Did you really bring this dog back from Mexico?
I really did.
you
I
really?
adopted.
You know what? That's wonderful.
You know, I fell in love with her. I was lying on the beach in my bikini. I want you
Yeah.
to visualize that.
No, I've seen it, and I don't want to go back there.
Just go back there for a minute. And I was lying there in this little...
Bikini wax.
Oh, Kenny! Not on national TV. And this little dog just landed on my stomach.
Aw.
And I opened my eyes and she was
a
there.
lot of land there
It was
to
like
go
a mini
to.
airport for her, and she just dropped there.
Yeah.
And I looked at her little face. She looked like a little fox, and I fell in love.
Did you find her? In the stomach?
Yeah, on the
Oh, yeah,
stomach,
okay.
dear. And she was a stray, and she hung out with me for a week, and I adopted her. She's a Canadian citizen now. Wait till you meet her,
Oh, I'd
Sophia.
love to meet.
She's
So what a beautiful name,
Yeah,
too.
I came up with it. Do you like that?
I love the name Sophia.
Thank you very much. Now, Tuna.
I have a neighbor. Lives across the street, little girl named Sophia.
Oh, really?
She's
It's a beautiful
sweet.
name.
Yeah.
Now, I'm using some bell peppers in my recipe today, and if you cut up bell peppers and you freeze them, they last for about 6 months, so you really can get a lot of wear and tear out of your peppers.
You can.
And another tip pertaining to my dish as far as the tuna is concerned, it's coming to me.
Yes.
It's coming to me.
Replace the tuna with swordfish, still a seafood.
Yeah,
Because
no-
it's a seafood day.
Exactly. What?
Hey, there we go.
Oh,
I
what?
said it.
You
it's
did.
a seafood day.
Well, I was
What, did
gonna,
my hair move?
It did move a little bit. I was going to say something about tuna, and it was quite an excellent tip. Gone.
Tuna has a tender and firm texture.
And as far as fat content, it's moderate to high.
Right.
Do you like it on sushi? Do you enjoy tuna?
You know what? I don't eat a lot of tuna personally. I have a problem with it. We
Why?
won't discuss it.
Digestion?
No.
Allergy?
No. No, we won't discuss it. You don't want to know. It's personal.
Oh my God.
But I can't eat tuna. There you go.
Okay, thanks for
Okay,
sharing.
I've added in the chicken broth,
Okay.
and now I'm going to add in my lemongrass, and as Mary Jo said,
Cook it
let it
out.
really cook. And we're going to do this with Soba noodles.
Which is a Japanese noodle. It's
Right.
buckwheat. It's absolutely delicious.
It's a combination of buckwheat and wheat flour.
You're a good reader.
You saw me look at that.
I saw your head go down for that tip. Hey, look what I've got, the chopper. Because I'm going to do my sweet red
Oh,
pepper
no.
relish in the
Oh,
chopper
no.
just for a moment. But before
no.
we go to the break, I have a trivia question for my good friend, Ken.
Mr. Kostick.
Mr.
to
Kostick,
you.
too. And don't even look at you when I ask you. I know you requested that I don't look at you when I ask you the trivia.
Uh-huh.
Kenny, what's a biltong?
A biltong.
A biltong. And it's not somebody you know or work out with. What's a biltong?
Okay, I think, you know what? I think I'm going to get this one. I feel lucky today.
Do you
I should
really?
buy a lottery ticket.
Why are you looking at me when you say you feel lucky?
No.
Okay, when we get back from the
Not
break,
that lucky.
he's going to answer the question here on What's for Dinner. Swear.
Looking at you.
Well, I don't know. I thought you wanted it. Hello and welcome back to What's for Dinner. I'm just going to get on my sweet red pepper relish. I've got my peppers and grapefruit juice stock, some honey, and some grapefruit rind. But before I do that, I'd like to ask my good friend Ken Kostick the trivia question one more time, because he knows it.
I do.
What is biltong?
Biltong. They are Oriental noodles in a hot chili sauce.
That is a very inventive answer. And for that, you get me. But the correct answer is actually, biltong is a South African staple, and it's air-dried cured meat that you eat. It's like a jerky, but it's a South African jerky. Were you close?
I
Not
do
at
that all
all.
the time.
Do you like it?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Excellent.
Never heard of it.
Never heard.
Okay.
Don't even
Now-
know where you are, do you?
I've got to get on to something else here.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just moving everything over. I've added in my Soba noodles.
Oh.
Right. And I'm going to go to the cupboard. Remember I mentioned that
You're going
we had
in?
a surprise.
Are you coming out?
I'm coming out.
Okay, you're cracking me up today.
Am I?
Yeah, you are.
Okay, let's see what we have in the cupboard.
Okay.
Whoa!
Oh,
look
be
at that.
careful.
Okay, I
Whoa,
think,
man.
guess what? I think I'm going to do a rice.
Really?
Yes.
How shocking.
And I didn't need a little stool to stand on
No,
to
you
get it.
didn't. You've grown.
Have I? Do you
Well,
think so?
yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I got to do this action here.
Okay.
For my
I need
relish.
a pot.
And then I'm going to get my tuna on the grill.
And I don't have a pot. Because I only have... I'm not going to do rice.
you know what?
I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to... We have some spinach
I've
over
got a
there.
pot here.
Where? No, you know what? Don't worry about it, Mary Jo.
My pantyhose just split. Actually,
More than the pantyhose split. I'm gonna saute some spinach with mushrooms.
Oh, shut up and do it. Whatever. Gee whiz. Okay. All right.
No rice, no pot. This happens in your kitchen.
Okay.
Okay.
This is for my relish. Just give this a dingle-do.
Excuse me.
And this is going to go on top.
This
what?
is a problem. Turn
What?
down the soup.
Okay.
Down to simmer.
Excellent.
Okay.
I'm going to get my tuna on the grill. If I can just head over there. We've marinated our tuna in our grapefruit juice. Okay.
Sorry.
Easy. Be careful.
The neighbors are going to complain.
I know
You
they
know
are.
they complained the last time we used an appliance.
Oh, really?
Yeah, our next door neighbor.
Oh,
right
my
on
gosh.
this side.
Well, we'll have to have them for dinner.
Yeah.
Do you yeah. Do you think?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to chop up the spinach, and then I'm going to saute it with a little bit of oil. How's that? Hey.
Sounds good.
Hey.
Sounds really good. What
So-
am I doing?
Mary Jo,
Yeah.
I got to
am I
talk to you
looking
about
for?
something. Sweetie.
Yes, dear. Got my relish here, ready to go, and my tuna grilling. And I'm also going to slice some grapefruit and grill some grapefruit. Oh, my
Okay.
voice cracked. Got excited.
Still haven't found a man for my sister.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't know. What do you think? You've met her. She's very nice.
She's
attractive.
wonderful.
Yeah.
I just don't think you're very selective. I think that's the problem.
Well,
you know?
they have to have all their teeth.
Their teeth and a job.
A
and
job?
That's not
Yeah.
a lot of requirements, Kenny. You know?
I'm
I don't
open
know.
on age.
Are you?
Sure. Sure. Open on age.
Okay.
Well, let me turn this
in
stove
front,
on.
In front. Now listen.
No, I really, I'm trying hard with her.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
The 1-900 number.
I think that was a bit obvious. I think that was not so good.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No, maybe so.
Yeah, that's just my advice. I mean, it took me a long time to get a man myself, but I used a subtle approach.
Oh, really?
And it worked for me. And the check I cut worked for me.
That's
Okay.
more like it.
Yeah. Okay. Now, do you need any help with anything? Because
Do you know that there's a lot of people who ask me if I'm married to it? I'm serious.
Married to who?
It.
Is that me?
Yeah.
And what do you say?
I
We
s-
were married once.
No, we were not ever married.
Well, you never know.
No.
It could happen.
But don't you find that strange?
Very
that they think
strange.
that?
Very strange. Very odd.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? Because
Okay.
I got some free time here.
Could you chop up my mushrooms?
Absolutely.
Okay, I've got on my stove, I think.
Yes. Oh, dear.
Look at this. Yes?
Okay.
I'm going to add in some herbs. What do you think I should use?
You're asking my
Herbs over
opinion?
there.
Do you want
Fresh
fresh or
ones.
dry?
I'll use fresh.
I'm marching over.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm making an herb decision. Kenny, I've got some nice thyme for you.
Added a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and what do you think?
There you
What are
go.
we going to use?
Thyme.
Fresh thyme.
Is that nice?
Perfect.
There you go.
Perfect.
Okay.
Now, the one thing with spinach is it does shrink quite a bit, so you don't want to turn it on too high.
We don't want it to shrink that
No.
quickly, no. You
No.
want it to retain its full body.
It's full shape.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, are these for your soup, these mushrooms? Just
No,
out of
no.
What are they for?
This here.
Oh, your spinach doodad.
Because this is what we had left over from a recipe we did yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
You're right on.
We did this frittata thing with some spinach.
Oh, good.
So look, I'm not even bothering to chop up the thyme.
Why bother? You don't have the time. And it's
Don't.
young thyme, so you can just break it because the stalk is very
Yeah.
supple.
It is.
Okay. Now, I've got Kenny's mushrooms off to the races, and I'm going to stroll back
Okay,
here
I'm
to
going to
the
say
fridge.
something. I can't help it.
Okay, go.
That blouse is doing something to me.
Two things are doing something to you?
Exactly.
What's happening?
I've never felt this way about you.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Do you wanna
I've never felt this way
Do you want
about
to come
you.
here and stand a little closer when
Can
I
I
read the
put
mail?
my head there?
God. That would be like my...
What is happening
That
to
would be
me?
my worst nightmare come true.
Mine too.
Oh, my gosh.
There.
Okay,
There, I said it.
before I do the viewer mail, I'd like to give a tip.
Uh-huh.
When you're cooking fish, make sure you cook it at a fairly low temperature because if it's at a high temperature, it'll dry out quite quickly. And nobody
Right.
wants a dried piece of fish. There, I've said it. Okay, this is
Okay.
a viewer mail. Can you just take it? Dear Ken and Mary Jo, I enjoy your program whenever time permits. So keep up the good work. You're going to think my request is a bit odd, but here it is anyway.
Oh,
How tall is Ken Kostick? No. I've noticed that the elements...
I play basketball. I want you to know that.
For what league, dear? Grade 4. Stand up and take it like a man. No, I've noticed that the elements on your stovetop glow red instantly when turned on, just like Kenny. I couldn't resist that.
It does not say that. You know why? Because I read that letter first.
I know, but could you please enlighten me on your glowing elements, Kenny? Do they work on some sort of laser principle? Signed, Nino.
Oh, well, they're halogen.
Yeah.
Yes, there you go.
There you go.
Very simple.
In a nutshell.
Now, I have a soup tip because I haven't been very good in this show with my tips. So I'm going to tell you something about, what is this stuff?
Miso, dear.
Miso, yes. Yeah. Miso is a combination of soybean and rice in a paste.
Right on.
We're going to add it in, and in this recipe, we did some pesto the other day, and guess what we're going to add in at the very last moment?
Pesto?
Some pesto.
Oh, that'll be good. Now, Kenny, you can see with my tuna, it's starting to come up the side, so the tuna is starting to cook.
Right.
In about a minute or so, I'm going to switch the tuna steaks around to get some nice grill marks, and then we're going to flip them over because you don't want your tuna to be overcooked.
Whoa.
You don't want your fish to be dry. Tuna has got to be done just perfectly, don't you think?
That's right.
Very nice, sir. Thank you for your advice.
And that's the same thing when you poach fish, too.
Yeah.
It's tuna and swordfish is not that delicate. It's very meaty, like steak. But you don't want to overdo it. Nothing's worse
than dry fish. Okay, I'm going to let you.
What?
I'm going to let you.
What?
I'm going to let you wear this dress on the next show.
Will you?
Yes, I will.
I'm not wearing that top, though.
You don't think so?
No.
Nothing underneath,
not
maybe,
without
for you?
that push-up bra.
I know. Well, look, I'll lend you.
Okay.
I got a few more mushrooms for you.
Now, we want everyone to know we're just kidding.
We're just kidding. We're just having fun.
I don't wear your clothes.
Not on the show, anyway. Do ya? Okay, I'm going to tidy up a little bit. What do you think about that, sir?
Look how much this shrank.
Don't you hate that?
The spinach.
I hate that.
Okay, that's just enough for 2 servings.
Pine nuts? Would you like some pine nuts for your spinach?
Yes, that would be wonderful.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, now
so we're going to add some pine nuts.
Yes.
Into our spinach. We got the soup going.
Yep.
Your tuna steak is on.
Yep.
We'll see you in a minute on What's for Dinner.
Exactly. Give you a few more of these. Sir?
Okay, I'm just finishing my spinach. The last thing I'm going to do with my miso soup is add in the pesto.
Excellent.
And this is pesto that we made a couple of days ago and had left over.
I love that.
So again, use what you have in the fridge. There we
Your voice
go.
cracked. You got so excited about that. Okay, behind, I'm just taking my tuna off the grill. Oh, gosh, I'm excited about this. And as we said before, we didn't overcook the tuna. You want to cook it pink. You don't want to overdo it because it's a beautiful fish.
You don't. You don't want it dry.
No.
Oh,
what's
I have
wrong,
a tip
honey?
for you.
Go.
Use a towel when you lift up the handle here.
You girly man. I love it when you do that.
Okay. You don't want to burn myself.
Oh, Kenneth Kostick, are we excited about dinner tonight?
We are. Swordfish is one of my favorite.
Well, we're having tuna fish tonight, so is that okay? Can we get off the medication? I asked you before we started taping.
There's one bowl for you.
For me.
And one for Kenny.
And I've got the red pepper relish that I did in our little hand chopper.
Right.
With the grapefruit juice and grapefruit rind and honey, so that's going to be delicious.
Oh, you know what? I have to tell you something.
Tell me, babe.
You know my mom wants to get a speakerphone on set here so she can call us during the show? That is
frightening.
Scary.
And what are you going to do about that? Say no?
Well, have you said no to my mother?
I think now we should start. I'm feeling strong. I'm feeling confident.
I'll leave that up to you.
Okay, I'll make the call.
Okay.
Excellent.
There we go.
Just put a little relish on the grapefruit.
So we have a wonderfully well-balanced meal here.
Look
at this.
Absolutely.
And we used things that we had in our fridge, and that's really, really important. As much as we joke on What's for Dinner, and we do
joke. We do, don't we?
We want you to know that you can use the stuff in your kitchen as well as leftovers. And when you're shopping, you only have to do one-stop shopping.
I love that.
Hey?
That's good advice. Do you want to put your pan down and we can recap? I'm just chopping up some parsley to sprinkle on this beautiful grilled tuna with a red pepper relish. Something just came to Kenny. Go for it. What did you want to say?
Garnish.
Garnish.
Fresh thyme with my spinach.
That sounds like a very good idea.
There we go.
Oh,
Look at that.
Kenny, you garnish like no man I know. There,
Beautiful.
I said it. Would you
Yes.
like to recap, my friend?
Recap. We have here some freshly grilled tuna.
Yes, you're right. With
In a grapefruit marinade.
Yep.
And a red pepper relish.
Exactly.
That you did, I must say, wonderfully.
Thank you so much, sir.
The spinach.
Yes.
Sauteed.
Yes.
And the miso soup.
We did an absolutely
We did it
fabulous
again.
dinner here in What's for
Put her
Dinner.
there.
Are you serious? Oh, see, I knew it was a joke, a sick, twisted joke. Thank you so much for tuning
Yes.
in. See you
We'll
next
see you
time
again.
here on
What's for dinner?
That's right.